go.
And welcome to Leaism's edition of the waiting room.
All
Welcome, Leah.
right. Welcome, Leah.
Welcome, Leah.
Thanks for
Yay.
joining us
And
Thank
here I
again.
am.
you.
And here I am thinking that shit is going to pop up on my screen, like once it's recording, and I got to hit okay. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
it's
did on
going.
mine.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
it didn't
Mm.
on my
yes,
side.
sir. You did it on your side, huh? All right, Leah, how are you?
Ah.
Fabian, let's go.
Hey, all
Let's go.
right lah.
Host for the
Of
most.
course, the most.
So tell
Okay,
me,
so
how long have you guys been doing music?
shit.
All right, Leah, thanks. Thank you for
Okay.
having us. Thanks, Leah, for having us on this podcast. It's a true
I
pleasure
started
to
doing
be a
music
guest.
when everything was in black and white. When I started doing music, that's how long ago it was. So I don't know about the rest. I don't know about the rest of the guys, but everything was in black and white. So
Oh
Okay.
man, I can't even remember. I think I started playing music when I was 13.
I don't
Hey,
think she was asking a real
she was
question.
joking, lah. You turn and ask her a
Lunatic.
Hey,
question.
answer lah. Like I was like, hey, they really want to answer. Let me correct.
Hey.
But
now
Brandon,
Brandon
how
wanna-
did you start?
Fabian sat there going like, oh, I don't know. Let's
Looks
delve
like
into
I
it."
don't have to ask the questions anymore because Leah is going to ask me all the
Right.
questions.
But Brandon, seriously, what about you?
What? Okay, lah. Okay, we'll do this. When I first started playing music,
Do this later. We'll do this later. Now, Leah,
Okay,
how have you been dealing with the lockdown? And is music your full time job, or do you have a carry macan that
Oh,
pays the bills?
MCO has been, I think, like a fun roller coaster ride, or maybe like a river kind of on the sampan near vibe, because it's
Yeah.
bumpy in a few places, but it was kind of, there's a type of like peacefulness that you get along with it.
There's definitely periods where you get into what's like a kind of like a routine and a zone where it's just it's sama
Yeah.
same thing. No, everything's the same every day.
it's like a
Yeah,
forced
yeah,
upon
yeah.
holiday like that.
Yeah, a force upon holiday and like force upon routine. Like
Yeah.
I never
It's
I never like routine. Now like I have all the time in the world. Like what the fuck did I just wish for, man?
it's the
I
glamping
need
that no
a routine now.
it's the glamping that no one asked for. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah.
glamping that no one asked for. Every
yeah,
all
it's a
fucking
glamping.
partied up in their
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I still have to pay a lot of stuff. So you know,
Yeah.
That's the
every
funny
month.
thing.
Oh,
So
that's not the
yeah,
funny
which
thing.
is so funny. You know, it's a forced holiday that we have to pay
So
for.
so music's your full time job then?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say music. I think art is my full time job.
Okay.
I work and play in around the art punya medium,
Scene.
like the
Okay,
art
so
medium.
so let's delve into that. Aside from music, then
Mhm.
what other mediums do you delve into? Do you work in?
I have been active in theater, stage
Okay.
theater for about going to 3 years now, and I started off as acting. I wouldn't consider myself an actor yet, but I'm
Okay.
making my way there, and I started to do commercials a bit here and there as myself and as like supporting, and then I did uh uh like I cameoed, say cameo, like anyone knows me, right? But I don't want to call myself an extra, so I cameo as like one of the main actor's wife in a telemovie last year. So
Okay,
Oh,
that
cool.
was
nice.
yeah, it was on Astro. So like
Okay,
nobody
cool.
knows,
Huh.
right?
What's
I
this
because
show called?
Yeah.
it's called Leaism
Don't be
Besar. I'm like the
don't be
gangster
embarrassed.
cool wife.
Don't be embarrassed about your work. Like
Actually, not
promote
embarrassed,
yourself.
but like
Promote your work.
more.
Promote your work. Promote it. Like
I
be
think
proud of it.
more like because I know I'm not where I want to be yet. So I'm like, there's really no point of me promoting something that
I
I
don't
know.
think if anybody who's there's very few people who are where they want to be yet. I think we're all striving to get to the next glass
Mhm,
ceiling they break through. Like even people at the highest level want to be at a
mhm.
higher level. Like
Yeah,
as long as you know that and keep striving
mhm.
to get to a higher
That
place,
is
like
true.
you should be grand. Like
So how was
Hey,
And
but
then
that's
I
your
got to
sorry?
shoot a series last year, end of last year. I did like a I was in 4 episode of Keluarga Bahadon. That's on View now, so you guys can check it out
Oh,
too.
excellent.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, alongside
Congra-
Amy Masturas, I was her assistant in that.
Congratulations.
Few
Oh,
episodes.
nice.
Thank you.
Nice,
Cool.
nice.
What was
yeah,
So
it
and
like
then
basically-
so basically,
Like throughout the whole MCO, in a way, you of course, yeah, like you said lah, it's bumpy and you know it's here and there,
yeah.
but you still had lots to do lah. in a
Yeah,
way.
I think because during when I in the progress of making my first album, completing my first album, I hit a few like prior to my album, I was like a street musician for like 3 years, literally before I had the guts to say, okay, let's write my own shit, you know, and then I
Yeah.
did with Leaism. So it was at the point, I think on the first after a year making the album, I got stuck like because I think my hobby and passion also became my work because I was doing corporate shows and wedding shows at the same
Yeah.
time to support myself. So because I didn't want to get out of that art scene punya industry because I really want to push myself like how far can I really do and survive doing just art, you know? But so I had to be smart about it. So I did corporate and wedding job, which kind of washed me out. I think up until MCO happened, COVID happened, that made me
Pays
realize
well
like,
though,
wow,
though. It pays
you
well
know?
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
corporate, it might suck your soul, like
yeah, it does, but I took
artistically,
it.
but it does.
yeah.
It does pay the bills. Like it is.
It does,
It is kind.
and it
It
pays
is
so
kind of.
well.
It's kind of like champagne cherry macan. It's not cherry macan
Yeah.
like where you're struggling to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Corporate and weddings pays really well.
Yeah, and like I'm lucky because I have made enough contact and enough people that believe that I could really sing at weddings and corporate shows without me promoting it on my social media. So like I think 90% of the people that follows me don't really know that that was what I did for 8 years already.
You're pure CIA fucking corporate then.
I'm not living that double triple
Yeah, you don't-
quadruple life.
You don't have to Instagram your corporate gigs. Hope that someone else will see it and then hire you again for another
Yeah,
one.
because I have all these
you're just-
videos on YouTube, so I could use
Yeah.
Leaism to make sure my rate are firm.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
but I still have those fancy corporate videos on YouTube where if you search my name, all the people that follows me on the indie scene will also check out all the corporate shows and say like, damn, this girl is good. So you know, that was what I was trying to go for,
Clever.
just to keep
Clever
myself
girl.
everywhere, so
Yeah,
people
yeah,
don't forget who I am. You know, so when I was in a rut making my album, I was like, I kind of accidentally got into theater. Like someone randomly invited me because he heard me saying that why not, if you know someone, because someone asked me if someone offered you, yeah, why not, you know, I'm that why not girl, you know. So
That's kind of like that's a similar vibe to Andy Ahmed. He got on
Andy
the
Ahmed,
theater
yeah.
the exact same because we had Andy on the podcast a couple of months ago, and he got in the theater the same way. He was like, "Yeah, why not? I'll do anything if someone wants me to do it."
yeah, I think it's
I
like a
could do
street
it, yeah.
musician thing, maybe.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he says when he got in the theater, someone goes, "Here, can you do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, why not? Like, so it's
Right?
a
Like,
similar
hey,
thing.
jom.
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe. Perky.
So I got into theater and I did that quietly for a year so behind the scene, and then after a year then I started to promote it, and then I got into a directing class and I got to direct about 2 to 3 live theater short plays
Nice.
in 2019, also the same time where I launched my album. And then along the way I started to make my income through writing songs for jingles, singing songs for jingles, and singing demos for other artists in the mainstream industry, and wrote a few songs for
So what-
Fazura. I did a song for Didi Alias recently, I think around last year.
What jingles have you done?
I did I did like a company song for Kowe Malaysia. And then I sang for RHB Merdeka 2 years ago. I did like Home Depot voiceover, and then I think recently the most recent one, if you guys turn on Hot FM kini music lebih hangat. So that's my voice. So you know.
I don't even know what Hot FM is.
Nice,
Yeah, so
nice.
it's a radio,
radio station.
Yeah, I know. Our side knows a radio station, but I
So
never
I'm
listened to it,
like, dengarkan. You know, I'm that girl. You used to listen to it. I'm like, siapa lah dia ni kan? Like, yeah, that's me. So
Nice.
yeah, I made. Yeah, you
You-
know, I try to make money
I think
or make
the good
income. You know.
I think the good thing here is they say like just the first diversify your talents and just spread.
Yeah, and also diversify. I think my skill, because I think if I get into a zombie apocalypse, singing really doesn't do shit to help anybody.
You're gonna have to
It
learn
will
how to
actually
shoot
kill
someone.
you, you know. So I was like,
weird.
I need to pick something up, and I'm like, I'm good with my hands and with my voice. You know, why not see how far this goes? And now I have like an online shop selling resin and handmade stuff that
Oh,
I'm doing
nice.
as well for a month already. So slowly picking up my online business as well. So anything that has to do with art. And recently I just was the art director for like a monologue film like that. So yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Very
That's like
very busy girl.
that's like
Yeah.
whoa, the spectrum is just
I know
whoa.
the spectrum
Sapu,
of
sapu.
fucking
This is like sapu
like-
semua.
Like boom, boom,
You
boom,
know, at least
boom,
kalau
boom.
zombie apocalypse, I boleh tuliskan speech. You know,
Yeah,
I
but-
can like
Yeah.
make
What is
shit
it-
out of nothing. You know.
What does any of that's
I
got to do
am-
with a zombie apocalypse? Are you just trying to? Are you trying to promote the fact that? Are you trying to tell the CIA that in a zombie apocalypse
No,
you're
I'm
the
just
girl?
saying,
You can sort
you
yourself
know.
out. Like,
No, she keeps saying this everywhere she goes. Then when the zombie apocalypse happen, everybody will go like, Allah, we contact Leah lah.
I
She's
want
always
that
talking
credit,
about.
you know?
She was always
Leah know
talking
what to
about
do.
the zombie
Leah will know what to
apocalypse.
do. Yeah.
Yes,
You know what to
I'm
do.
that girl.
That's weird
So
because
what did I say? I told you. I told you guys, right?
my wife wants to learn how to shoot now because she's been watching so much zombie shit on Netflix.
Just get her a
She goes,
BB
I-
gun and then you do the zombie.
No,
lah.
no.
Get
Come
the
on.
Nerf gun lah.
Baby
and then
guns
you just
don't
shoot.
work. You need to shoot.
And you do the
like-
zombie.
So she's had me contact fucking gun clubs in Malaysia to see if we can go for a day of shooting, which I don't mind.
There
Like,
are.
they
Yeah, you
are,
should
they
get in touch
are,
with
Yeah,
me.
you know,
but
paintball
they're,
and
no,
stuff.
they're very expensive. No, not paintball. We want
Like a real
no,
gun. In Malacca,
proper,
in the street,
proper,
Jonker Walk,
proper guns.
RM10 je.
Yeah, proper guns. Proper
No
guns.
lah, just get in touch with me lah, and then I'll hook you guys up with the Malaysian National Shooting
Yeah.
Association.
But that's BB guns as well. That's pellet guns.
Dude, I'm talking about the Malaysian National Shooting
Yeah, the
Association. They don't play with
Olympic
BB guns.
The Olympic
Okay.
guns.
No lah.
Yeah, the Olympic ones,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not that's not proper rifles as far as I'm aware.
No, but you do
check-
have. I mean, it is the national shooting range, so it's
Good,
not just for
because
the
I
Olympics.
checked.
So live
I didn't
bullets.
check out that one.
No lah.
Of course, they have live bullets also.
No,
for,
but it's
depending on
open
what.
to the public to
um,
use.
No lah, you have to go and register and be a member.
Alah,
and
Fabian
whatnot, like,
cable
join the club and all
mah.
that.
This
Brennan,
one
the
Malaysia
rest of the world is
can.
and the rest of the world is gun clubs. My father's used to be the treasurer of our local gun club. There was at least 3 guns in my house at any stage during me growing up. At any given stage, like so, like so,
That's a whole different life already.
that's a whole different life.
Whole
like.
different lifestyle,
So,
man.
like, but like most in Ireland, there's gun clubs there. You can just walk in if you want to pay for a day of shooting. You just walk in, pay for a day of shooting.
Oh,
someone
that's so
will be there.
therapeutic. Here's somebody would have gone
Very
mad.
therapeutic.
Here's somebody
but-
would have
but-
gone
but-
mad.
One of the most
Good.
therapeutic things I've ever done was get on
Like
a full
classical
machine gun
music.
with a full thing and just
Pulling that Glock.
Hey, but talking about guns, right? So I think, oh man, I can't really remember lah. You know, with COVID and all that, my timeline has just gone haywire. But there was a case. So, like I was saying, the national shooting range is on the way to Subang Airport.
it's in,
It's in
Selangor
that
here.
area.
Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's somewhere there. But there was an incident where they had to close it for a period of time because somebody just went mad.
I was told.
Somebody.
I was told by a friend that they
Somebody
had to
shot
change the
someone, yeah.
laws. Yeah, they had to change the laws here in Malaysia. That they used to do open days for any like if you want to just go for a day of shooting, you can. But that so many people had committed suicide in the ranges. Just come in
Don't laugh,
and
don't laugh.
lost-
Sorry.
Uh,
Don't laugh. My
it
God,
is.
so sorry.
But is
like,
that real? Is that true?
Yeah. There's so many people.
Okay.
come
It's like
in
you
and
you
just
sign up
lost
and
the
all that,
plot
you go there,
and blew
get the
their-
gun, and then you just shoot
and
yourself.
blew their own blew their own
Yes,
brains out that they had to stop allowing people to go in and fucking had to stop allowing people.
Wait, this
that
is some, like-
that now before you even get into a gun range, you have to get a gun license which costs $6,000, and then you have to fucking get a register your
I
name
think that is
under a
like
law, which
some
costs more
very new
money and
shit,
stuff like
man.
that.
We should dig
No, no,
that
no.
up.
My friend's she's got a license and a gun club here in KL, and she told me this. It used to be they could do open days where me and my wife could go along and just do a day of
Wow.
shooting, but so many people, as Fabian says, the guy in Selangor went in and just went fucking crazy and started shooting
Yeah,
people.
yeah, went crazy. So they had to close it. And the case that I'm talking about happened not too long ago.
Yeah,
Probably in the
so like
last 3 years or something,
they
maybe.
did change the law
Wow.
recently in Malaysia
Yeah.
about that because
So
What
he went
happened? Like,
crazy. What he did?
what happened? Yeah.
I think he shot somebody. He didn't commit
or
suicide, but he
himself.
shot somebody or something. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was the case. So because we don't have that many shooting ranges around,
Oh,
like
you
I
don't.
know,
There's not a lot.
yeah,
There's KL Gun Club. There's Selangor, which is the Olympic shooting range,
yes, yeah.
and then I think there's one in Churas. But anyway, we digress. So
Yeah.
Leah, what do you think? What's your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
I'll go for like, I'm more like a saw girl.
A saw.
just-
But you have to get up close
A
and personal.
chainsaw, yeah.
Yeah, like
But
a
you have to-
chainsaw,
you have
man.
to- that gives them the chance of grabbing onto you because it's a very
Yeah,
close.
but I'll
and
be
personal
wearing like
weapon.
a whole thing, like a whole costume.
The
You know,
PPE,
I'm
yeah.
so skillful, I'm telling you.
Really? You're fucking roundhouse kicking zombies, are you?
I have a feeling she has a chainsaw somewhere there, in her
I'm
room.
I'm starting to get worried about Leia's
Yeah,
fucking.
it's
No,
like-
but it's outside my house. I was working. We're trying to make shelf ourselves, so I do have a chainsaw though. But like,
Ah,
Oh my
there.
God.
You saw?
for woodwork,
Yeah, now you're calling it
Yeah, yeah.
woodwork lah. You simply
Woodwork.
went and learned how
Ladies
to
and
build
gentlemen,
something.
it's for woodwork. Someone
Ah,
phone the police right now,
basically,
please.
all she's doing right now is prepping for the zombie apocalypse.
yeah,
That's
just in case I turn into that zombie, man, you never know. I could be a very fucking skillful zombie. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Well,
I'm gonna be like the one like
I'll
in
be about
Zombieland,
2 kilometers away from you, shooting you in the fucking head. That's all I know.
Like,
Oh man.
I won't be
Yeah.
I won't be waiting for your chainsaw. I'll just be miles away. Just go.
you know. But we'll have
So,
fun then.
So yeah,
that,
since
that'll be a fucking wonderful turn of events. If suddenly,
Yeah.
right as we cure and get out of this COVID thing,
Yeah.
the zombie apocalypse happens.
simply
Simply,
man.
right? Simply, right? Hey, it's not impossible. Now we on forced holiday that we are not paid also, right? So might as well give them
might-
some fun zombie
might as well.
apocalypse.
This could all just go south next year. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have zombies in my dreams tonight, thanks to this conversation.
Okay. Like purging and shit, right?
Purging. Ah, man.
Oh, the purge.
The purge.
Oh, man.
ah.
Leah, what do you watch?
I think
choice?
they're not going to talk about.
You look like such a
music
sweet-looking,
adventures
nice,
lah.
happy reggae girl, and you're watching fucking zombie, watching the
No.
purge.
Okay,
People,
I'm like
people get
super-
to kill and do whatever they want for 24 hours. That's all fucked up. What the
Like,
hell are you
okay, I
thinking?
have been catching up to all the documentaries that I wanted to watch, and I'm like very much into
What do you think? The Purge is a
documentaries and-
documentary? That's even more disturbing than you think the Purge is a documentary. That's even a more insight into your
and
psyche.
then like thriller, psychology thriller movies. And because I'm super freaking scared of ghosts, but I don't mind like watching people like killing each other. So you know,
Just casually sit there. I don't mind watching people
just drop
killing
that.
each
Just
other.
drop that one and
Ah.
like, hey,
on
have
film,
that one.
on film.
Not the documentary
Sure,
style killing lah.
Sure.
No.
No,
On film, like the purge and stuff. But I've been watching a lot of like
Crime
serial killers
documentaries.
and like criminal investigation of documentaries, and I had
You
to
watch
like
serial killer
stop-
documentaries, don't you? You watch
Yeah, all the
just admit it.
time.
Oh, there we go. I
Yeah.
knew it. I always know them. You can spot them a mile away. Dasha's the same. Dasha loves serial killer documentaries and podcasts.
I think it's the story for me, you know.
It's the
That's
killing.
story for you.
fun.
It's the
It's like
killing.
you
just
cannot
admit it.
believe that it's real. Like that.
Yeah, I cannot believe that it's real, and I'm
Yeah.
like always fascinated with human minds and how far the limit can go. And I always like, wow, like someone.
Oh, you enjoy talking
really-
you enjoy talking to my wife then? My wife's a PhD in cognitive psychology, and her whole thing is about fucking how far you can push the human mind.
Yeah,
What limits?
because I think
what's
it's
the
super
limits of push it
fascinating.
like? And the human mind can be pushed to very extreme limits, very extreme.
Right?
Limits. Very
right?
man.
So it's okay that I look kind of cute and stuff now, but I'm like super strong, man. I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah, of course, she's got a chainsaw at home.
Tiba-tiba,
scary.
Who's gonna mess with
tiba-tiba.
you?
And potentially going to be the cause of the zombie apocalypse in
Yeah,
Malaysia.
the cause or the cure of the zombie apocalypse is Leah.
Or the cure.
Hey,
Yeah.
see?
At the minute,
Ah.
we're sort of in between what's going to happen, but like she can be the cause or the cure of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
You heard
we
it
have
first here
digressed so
on the
far.
waiting room.
On
the waiting room.
on the waiting room, you heard it first that Leah may be the cure or the cause of the zombie apocalypse. We're not too sure yet.
No,
One
either
day-
way, I get credit.
One day, this episode, only this episode, will be aired all over the country.
Yeah, after the
After
apocalypse.
mass
the apocalypse,
murder
After.
and uncontrollable eating.
Yeah, there'll be
Yeah, man.
there'll be a documentary about why didn't they warn us? Why didn't they warn us?
There'll be a documentary on this being Leia's last sanity recorded sanity
Really?
moment. Yeah,
Recorded moment.
last sane moment.
This is the bastion of sanity. If this is the bastion of sanity, we're all fucked. We're all.
She decided, you know what?
Oh.
I think this is it. I think this is it. Let me just bid everybody a farewell on the waiting room.
Does your who do
Why
you live
not?
with?
I'm
Do-
eating
does your-
nuggets now. See, you guys made me hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
there you go, yeah.
blame us. Does your
Is it-
housemates know about
Is it
this?
chicken nuggets
These
from
fucking-
McDonald's?
Yes, man. I just bought
Oh
it.
man,
Ah, itu dia.
man.
Oh wait, that's a
Haven't
new
had that.
box. That's a new packaging.
Yeah, it's nine tau. Dia macam, my housemate asked me
Okay.
3 or like, do you want the 6 or the smaller one? 9.
Nine lah, take nine
Nine.
straight.
That's, you're Malaysian. It's never the smaller one. It's always yeah.
Yeah,
Give me more.
don't take
I can
too
always
little,
put
take
it,
more.
you know?
Yeah, correct. You can always put it where?
Kan? In the fridge.
In
And
the
then can
fridge.
recook tomorrow.
Ah,
Make into
Alright.
fried rice or something,
cut,
you know?
cut
Don't
small
waste.
one. Put some ketchup, some chili padi.
Bujang life, I tell you.
Oi,
Bujang
come on
life.
lah.
Bujang, nasi bujang with chicken nuggets. Come on,
nuggets.
serious.
Okay, so we're coming to the end of the first pass of this disturbing podcast. So I think it's a good time here to take a 10-minute break, and I'm going to go and find.
And
a
get
local
back to talking about music.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
let's talk
I'm gonna
about
try to-
more music after this.
I'm going to see if my condo's got a Catholic priest, and then I'm going to try to protect myself. Maybe get some garlic outside the house. So and then we'll get into your musical journey. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have this weird feeling. No, remember when she told us about the entire spectrum? I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think that's all we're getting from her about the art.
Yeah,
And
it's pure CIA. It's very
Ah.
everything's about under being quiet and under her whole thing is about don't tell anybody that I'm a psychopath.
she agreed to come on this podcast to mainly just to see if we are part of the people she's going to kill first.
Yeah, like
No,
oh,
she wants
you
to know
my
who's going to be
zombie
her
gang.
zombie apocalypse team. She
Hashtag
wants to know
zombie
who-
gang.
Yeah.
Zombie
Zombie gang.
Hey,
Yeah, I know. I'm trained in shooting weapons.
my
I'm just-
dark
I'm just
skin
putting that
tone
out
is
there right
scary.
now. I used to be a member of the Irish Territorial Army.
Wow.
I'm
I find
trained
you
in
at
weapons.
Medikaria. No
I'm
worries.
trained in weapons.
Once
I work in
Medikaria opens,
Medikaria.
think-
I'm on the I'm on the 15th floor of my tower block. I'm going to be using that as my sniper place of just picking people fucking off. There's gonna be
They'll
no
all come up the
Medikaria.
lift.
That's too
They
easy.
just come up the lift. It's all a bunch of smart zombies.
I'm Irish. The lift's going to be bombed straight away. And it's still blown up. Anyway, right. So we'll take
Yeah,
we'll take a 10-minute
we'll take a
break, and
10-minute
then
break,
we'll
and
jump back in.
I will
and,
send another link. Or
send another link.
Okay.
send another
How,
link. Yes, sir. I'll just send another link.
But before we leave, usually we do what's known as when we release the podcast, we do what's known as we do the main podcast and we do a quick take. The quick take next week is definitely going to be your fucking psycho zombie apocalypse. Fucking scenario.
Yeah,
It just is.
that's it.
It's going to be nothing to do with your musical career. It's just going to be warning. It is going to
Just
be
like
the warning to the
warning,
world. I'm going to
Colon,
warn the
zombie
world. Like,
apocalypse. Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it to the Malaysian government, going like, we may be in danger here. We may need to sort something.
we'll start off with
Nah,
we'll start off with a
like,
bomb exploding like, and then it's just Leah just going mad.
And they are-
Yeah, you know, you could
the
actually
music's gonna be the
tell.
Exorcist. The Exorcist music's gonna be the music, like so. That's I don't know. It's
But
tubular
Derek, you
bells,
could
like-
actually try that out, you know, because our government kind of believe everything that they heard, you know.
Yeah, they
so-
won't believe it. Like they won't
Whoa,
believe it.
whoa.
Like
That's so funny. That's
No,
so funny.
a good political punch there as well, Leah. I like it. A good political punch there.
Oh,
Good
man.
girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Okay. All right. 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, huh? All right.
And
And
oh, Fabian, let's
Oh.
go.
Oh,
Fabian, let's go.
We're back at the waiting room.
all right.
yeah, and we're
Ah.
back.
Waiting for people to come in
for
here.
the
lah.
second
Waiting
half.
here.
We waited about
Leah's only
Waiting
been
for
Leah's
Fabian
only
to
been here
introduce
once.
also.
Leah's only been here once, and she got better than Fabian has, and he's been here for a fucking
Yeah.
year. Like, it's
Man,
ridiculous state of affairs.
I
simply.
think Leah, after this, you become a panel member of the waiting
A
room.
panel member of the web.
Ah,
Yes,
macam mana?
yes.
We need to
Let's go.
We need to get some. We need to get some fucking female fucking company in
I
this fucking
know.
goddamn fucking
Yeah.
sausage fest anyway, because it's way too.
Exactly. Every
Yeah.
Thursday is a sausage fest, man. I'm kind of
Yeah.
Damn sausage
sick of it,
fest.
lah.
But yes, welcome back. We waited about 50
Welcome back.
episodes to show people actually what the waiting room looks like, guys. So this is
Yeah.
what the waiting
This
room
is-
looks like.
So we had to do some renovations.
What does it look
we
like?
used some
What
proper
do you
maple
what do
and
you
all
guys
We
that.
have enough
saying? 'Cause I
episodes,
can't-
got budget
I
already,
can't
can
see
renovate.
Oh, Leah is frozen. Leah, are you frozen?
Leah's frozen. I can't
She's
see
a photograph.
Okay,
She's oh, okay.
Oh god.
She's a photo.
Audio's gone fucking insane.
Yeah, audio and
There's
Okay,
something-
I'm here, I'm here.
Why did some?
Yeah.
Why it suddenly went to my
Switch.
left? Huh?
Yeah, it's panning to my left now.
Faster.
You book up. You
Brandon,
changed the stereo.
Oh, okay, sorry, sorry.
No. It's
That's awesome.
Leah changed the stereo setting on Zoom. Correct.
Okay.
Oh, cantik, cantik. Oh,
I
can do
know
this, yeah.
everything you're doing, Leah. After you told me about zombie apocalypse, I sent a
scared
report.
now.
Let lu.
Lek lu.
But yes, welcome back.
Tutup kamera lagi kan.
Tutup. That's why they plaster all. Cannot simply nanti orang boleh hack.
Itulah.
Oh,
Mana dia?
I
Oh,
don't
situ
know.
Oh, situ. Oh.
Derek is like, y'all are so far away. I need to get closer. Ah man, I
Dah
love
rabun
this.
dah tua.
Rabun lah Derek. Hey, come
Rabun
on.
dah dia. Ni change spec already.
Derek Rabun is
Yes,
short
short-sighted.
or
Short-sighted.
short
Or
or
both,
long
yeah.
lah.
Yeah,
short
we
or
just
long.
don't say
Bad
that.
eyesight lah. Rabun is just bad eyesight lah in general.
Yeah, exactly. We cover everything.
What
yeah.
is
Too
the
many words.
direct translation for Rabun?
Bad eyesight lah.
No, as in just the word Rabun.
One word ah. Wah,
Ah,
don't know ah.
Anybody
Yeah,
knows?
there
Ah?
must be
Leah
one word.
tahu ah?
Apa rabun ah?
Tak
Rabun.
tahu. I cakap tak nampak je lah.
Okay.
Cannot see,
Since you're-
cannot see.
It's
Okay,
always
since you're
fantastic.
talking about
It's literally fantastic asking Malays because my wife's Malay or Malaysians.
yeah,
What's the direct translation of this word? And they still look at me like I've got 14 heads. They have no idea what the direct translation of certain words are. I don't know.
Yes,
This
sir.
is a
Right.
contextual. It's like this is a contextual translation of the word, but there's no direct translation of the word. Like
I just
not all of it.
I just
Rabun.
Google
Oh,
translated
no
it.
idea.
I
Okay,
just
what is
Googled
it?
Rabun.
Ah.
In English, the bastard said Rabun also.
Bodoh
Patut
lah.
curi award ah. Bagus.
Fucking made up words, just made up words.
Ajar betul.
Itu.
It's just colloquial craziness. Like it's just made up words. Like
Hey, but wait. Okay, here's a trivia for everybody. So, I've been thinking about it. You see, in Bahasa we use the word
Oh, no.
geram, right, for everything.
we
Ah.
use
Right,
we use
and-
what?
We use the word geram, right?
Correct.
Geram.
You know,
which
what is
means
what is geram in English?
Geram is like ee.
Yeah, this, no word lah. Yeah, can only describe. Ee.
What is
That one also. There's
What is
variety.
that?
There's
Geram in
Yeah.
English. Okay, let's try in Google.
Because I went to
Gram
America
Gram
and
means
I-
like does it mean is it but E does it mean E and like you're scared or E?
No,
No,
when
can
you
we
see a
say-
baby,
no.
when you
It's
see
like
a baby and
a-
you just want to bite the baby.
Disgusted.
More
You're disgusted.
like-
Like,
No, it's actually-
motherfucker.
You know,
you
it's
just
like
is it you just seen a
Ah.
a cockroach you go "Ee."
No,
No,
that's
no,
baby.
no,
no,
no.
no.
That's
It's
baby.
like I want to fucking Like
That's
you lah.
takut lah,
That's grumpy
takut,
one.
takut.
Oh,
Ah.
it's an angry
No,
E then.
No, not
because
really.
not angry.
sometimes you see a very cute
Uh,
cat or a dog,
they-
then you go, "Yee, geram."
Geram, you
That's
just
one
want to
meaning,
squeeze
but the
it.
other meaning
Yeah.
is also.
Cute.
Ah.
Yeah.
Basically, like when you
Yeah, it
get
could be a lot
angry.
like also can.
Yes. Or yeah.
So I went
No,
and Google
no.
translated
Maybe
gram
the
as
words
well.
I-
Ireland don't have that
Anything
feeling. I think
out there.
Ireland just like I don't know, like fuck you.
No, we've got words. We change the
Okay,
meaning
Google
of,
Translate geram is what?
we
Ah,
literally change the
geram,
meaning
yeah.
of every word to suit our
Geram,
own
eh.
context, like all the time. Like so, like words
Ah.
that you would think mean something else means nothing in Ireland. Like so, like
Okay, Derek, but okay, let's just say you see a cute baby, right, with like puffy cheeks and all that, and you feel like you just want to bite the baby. How would you
But
describe that?
not in a zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
way
Okay,
kind of bite.
not a Leo way.
Not in a
Not,
Leo
not
way.
munchies way, like you got
Not a
munchies.
munchies
not
way.
that. Yeah,
We would
yeah.
act. We would envisage. We would like. He's a cute wee cunt. Like out there. Like
Cute wee
Oh,
cunt.
cute wee
cunt
cunt,
would-
huh?
the
Okay.
word cunt
Yeah.
would come in there. Like he's like
Yeah.
cunt can be used in so
Yeah,
many.
it's
I guess
varieties
it's
in Ireland.
endearing. This way it's endearing, right? Yeah,
Ah.
cunt is endearing.
Cunt can be like you're a cunt.
Yeah.
But
It's like you
not-
call your friend fucker lah. Hey fucker.
Like as it says, luckily, I was telling the guys one of my oldest friends died on Sunday. Like I loved her to death.
Oh.
Like and but her last ever message to me was to call me a cunt. The last ever
you-
the last ever thing I ever got from her before she died of brain cancer. The last ever message I ever got of her because we were taking the piss at each other at our sports teams, and she goes, "You're a fucking cunt." And that's the last
it.
thing I ever got. But it was an endearing message. I will hold that message today. It wasn't a message of anger. It was sort of anger because I was taking the piss out of her. But it's a message of love as well. Like
Of course.
because-
Yeah.
because the word cunt in Ireland can mean so many things. It can
That's
be like
true.
if you say you're a cunt to someone,
Yeah.
if in that just context, if you're a cunt, if you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
isolated, someone goes, "That's such an insulting thing to say to somebody." But and you have to go. The context matters. You have to go. What's the context of that?
Yeah.
How
But I
do
know.
you-
I'm like Yvonne, Ibans, they do that. Ibans call like cute baby, they call it like Jai Amat. That means damn ugly. But it's
Yeah,
endearing way.
Amat.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
an
Jai
endearing way.
Amat.
Yeah.
Jai Amat. Yeah, but actually
Yeah.
you're saying so geram lah. So that's
Oh.
geram in
Yeah.
like that.
I think
Jai ni
every
buruknya. Try Malay is like
accent
buruknya.
kan macam every dialect, even in
Yes.
Malaysia, macam orang Kelantan ke orang utara ke apa ke, mesti ada expression macam geram tu masing-masing. Macam kalau
Yes.
orang Perak, selalunya dia akan macam, sepak kang, comelnya. Dia cakap macam tu.
Exactly.
Dia cakap tu.
That's so
Itu.
true. Betul. Yeah.
She said the same thing, lah, Derek.
Hi,
Basically.
No. Yeah, we got that too lah. We got that too. We
This is the
understand that. We
this is the
understand
fun,
that.
this is the funny thing I always got about fucking Malaysians and speaking Malay when I first moved, and everybody goes, "Derek, you speak English way too fast." And then I listen to people speak Malay, and it's just like blah 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 blah.
What?
We just
I go,
outpace
I'm like,
you.
go
Just
fuck
cut away
yourself.
from
Like
you, like,
Malay is spoken so goddamn fast. Like
that one
as someone
That's
who's
not-
trying to learn Malay, you're sitting like staring. I know what the Malaysians who.
But some
try to deal
English
with
are
me.
pretty. Some English is pretty fast too, man. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like,
it is.
You know, it's like betul. KL.
Yeah, but like,
PJ,
but Malay, people, you guys speak Malay, especially like the way like Leia just spoke that Malay, it was just blue. And there's and as my wife always says, it's the last syllables of the word.
You know why? Because you know why
They're the
not?
most
Because
important ones, like
you know why not? Malay words are damn long. So kena cepat.
yeah,
That is
so-
true.
Macam walau bagaimanapun, you know.
Yeah,
Walau
nobody says
bagaimanapun.
walau bagaimanapun, right? Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Exactly.
God.
If you want to
Sini
say
dia
it,
macam,
you
weh
say fast.
tapi,
Walau
weh
bagaimanapun.
tapi.
like what's the word for going to the cinema? Going to watch a film?
What's the word?
So,
Like one
Jom pergi
word.
tengok wayang lah.
Yeah.
cepat lah,
What you
cepat
say?
lah.
Wayang.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Fabian?
Wayang.
Jom pergi tengok wayang lah.
Yeah. I learned that the other day because I'm doing my fucking lessons. And like I showed it to Marina, and she goes, "Derek will never use that." I go, "Why?" She goes, "It's way too long." We just go.
Yeah. Them square.
Kita pergi ke a movie, but we're never using that fucking word. It's way too long. It's way too.
I think
fucking
you say
long.
movie also enough lah.
Or
Save the trouble,
Mambili.
just say
Yeah,
movie.
movie.
Oh, you just said
Mambili
Jom
You can't
goes
movie.
even say the
shopping.
whole sentence.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need have
You just say,
sentence.
movie? Mana?
Ah, betul.
Movie?
Yeah.
Jom.
Or Mambili to go shopping. She goes, no, we're not using that either. We're not using Mambili to go shopping. Or
Membeli.
Yeah, because we go with the flow,
You know,
man. We don't tell you where we're
Membeli.
going. We just say Jom first.
Say
No, we
Jom
just
first,
say
yeah.
Jom first. We don't know where
Just
we're
say
going. Just
Jom
first.
and then the English word. So Jom shopping, Jom
yeah,
cinema.
yeah. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I try to do the
Jom
line of-
wayang.
the line of
Jom
words.
wayang.
That's what.
And then if you're a bit slow, we go like, hey, Jom, Jom.
Yeah.
Repeat a bit.
Eh,
There's
that is true.
emphasis.
You know, like, jom makan, jom shopping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
jom drive, jom
Ah,
swim.
Jom
Betul
zombie
lah.
Band called
apocalypse.
Jom. Tak ada band nama Jom.
Jom.
Let's do a band called Jom lah. Come.
Jom.
Okay,
Jom.
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 But
Actually,
we have to be. We're going
that's
to
a
call
great
Jom.
one lah.
We have to be
Jom.
a post-punk band.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not
Whatever it is.
post-rock, but post-punk. Jom has to be a
Yeah, just get the Instagram of the Jom first.
Derek,
You know,
you
you
are
gotta
our bassist
find that
and
taken
also
or not.
our sound engineer.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Okay,
We're going to have to sound like Fugazi. Jom would sound like Fugazi.
Leah on, sir.
Jom.
Yeah,
you're gonna be,
she
you're gonna
laughing
be a
now and
singer?
then she will just press disconnect.
Yeah.
Eh, jom.
Joma, Joma, come on. All right lah.
Anyway, Leah, so how did
Jom.
now did
Jom.
now did jump back into your fucking musical journey?
Jom.
So
Yeah.
since we
Jom.
digressed into the fucking earth. So at what stage did you?
Semurah.
At what age did you start thinking to yourself, I'm going to start playing music?
I think I've always got involved with like school activities, you know, like drama, nasyid, choir, storytelling. And I'm like this
Choir?
smart girl in school in terms of English speaking because I was good. I was considered good because I was brought up in Pulau Pangkor.
Oh.
So my parents
Okay.
work in the hospitality industry in the hotel. So
Nice.
you know, I English is kind of around me. So you know, I got involved with that. And then I started to get involved with performing in school more.
What school?
Yeah.
did
I
you
think
go
that was
to?
like when I was
What was your high school?
in Pangkor, like Sekolah Kebangsaan Pulau Pangkor.
Wow, best you grew up in
Wow.
Pangkor, man. Wow,
Wow.
damn
But I
sure.
was there for only 6 years. Tadikan
Okay.
kat
6 years.
Cerating. My
Uish.
dad likes to
Okay.
travel a lot. Yeah.
Nice. That's
High
great.
school in Kuantan before I moved here when I was 14 or 15. Yeah.
Okay. So what was your high school when you moved here?
Yeah.
Your high school when you moved to KL?
I done
or
some random Ampang school. I don't want to tell the name, right?
Oh, Ampang, downtown, Wow, okay.
Ampang je. Gua
Here.
Ampang.
Gangster lah,
Boleh.
Ampang.
All right,
Come
whoa. My wife's from
Hey.
Ampang. My wife's my
That's
wife.
why
my
she's a
wife's an Ampang
gangster
girl.
lah.
That's
My wife's
right.
My wife's an Ampang girl. So what's wrong with Ampang girls?
Girl.
Hey,
Wow.
What's
come
wrong with
on.
Ampang girls? Come on.
Must be careful, you know, these Ampang
Be
girls.
careful what you say. Like
Careful, eh.
my wife's an Ampang Malay girl, so she'll be out here going fucking mental in a minute, punching me in the head. Go, oh, she said about us. Like she'll get the homies out and fucking go, hey, who's this Malay girl? We need to get her.
Ampang.
So where?
Right, like kalau balik Ampang dia jadi Ampang
my wife didn't go to, my wife didn't go to school in Ampang. She went to school where the pavilion is now, and it was a Christian Catholic girls'
Oh,
school.
Bukit Bintang Girls School.
Okay.
Yeah, so they tumbled where the pavilion
yalah,
mall is.
yalah.
Mall is
Yeah.
now. They tumbled that down. That's
It was
why
a beautiful school, man.
Marina will never
Yeah.
go into the pavilion ever. She
What?
refuses because she's so loyal to her ex school.
Yeah, but that
She
sucked, man. They
loves
destroyed
school.
that, man. It was-
They tore down the school for the pavilion mall. So like that's where she went to high school. Like so.
Yeah,
She
but
didn't even leave
yeah,
anything,
they
macam. There's no
tore it
club
down,
or
right?
anything. There's a school there,
No,
man.
But
Macam
she's
tu
an
je.
Ampang girl. So
Man.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a convent there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
very
school,
famous,
man.
very famous.
That's why when I was high
Christian
school, you kalau Ponteng sekolah, you go like Bukit Bintang, there be a lot awet there lah, you know, because they all Ponteng sekolah
Lepak kat
juga.
triangle kan.
Yeah,
Lepak
exactly.
kat
Lepas tu
triangle.
lepak tengok mamak yang ada punat kat atas kepala kan. Lepas tu macam lepak lari-lari kan makan sebab tak cukup duit kan. Jangan tipu.
That's why.
They all used to, they all
man.
used to,
Oh, man.
they all used to lay pack in McDonald's.
That was the
But-
lepak
but-
sensor,
but-
man.
Yeah, just McDonald's was a lay
Lot
pack
10 lah. Lot 10 tempat best
Yeah.
bersidai
Lot
lah.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marina says used to
Betul
just
lah.
all used to go around there. All the kids used to go around there all the time, and that would just be like we're because it was an all girls school. So if you wanted to meet a boy, it was
Yeah lah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So-
Oh, man.
Cool.
Time tu boys school tengah crazy popular lah. Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
wasn't
true.
it? Yeah.
So yeah, so I think like I the first thing that I started off was like singing mostly, but I got into like learning the guitar when I was 25. When
Oh, quite.
I started to sing on the street. Yeah, lambat juga,
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa.
a bit late, I
Oh,
think.
You
But
learned the
it's never
guitar.
too
When,
late.
you
So
you
you
learned the
know?
guitar when you're 25.
Yeah.
nice,
How old are
nice.
you now?
So
Because
before-
you look 19. What the fuck's going on with you?
Never
fucking-
ask a woman her age. Come
That's
on.
it.
Damn rude lah this
Come
lad.
on,
Apa?
yeah.
No,
It was
it's
the same
cool. It's
nut-
cool. I'm very
It was
proud.
the same
though.
nonsense. It was the same
You
nonsense.
know?
It was the same nonsense as the Otam last week. With Otam, I found out he was 40. I'm going, what the fuck's going on with you
I'm
Asians? Like,
31 this year.
you're a kid. You're a kid. You're okay. Asians don't crack at all. They just don't crack. Like,
Yeah.
it's so difficult to tell your age. It's unbelievably
Yeah.
difficult to tell.
These
your
are like
guy's age.
the I think the pros of being an Asian.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, man.
It's because
Yeah.
you look. If someone asked me, okay, what's Leah's age? Just by this, I would have went, what, 22 at the most?
Yeah, I get 26 a lot. Like a
22
lot
at
of
the
my
most?
like people that's in my crowd, they'll be like, "How old are you?" I'm like, well, "How old do you think?" 26. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
That's always, it's an always,
Exactly.
it's always good ego boost. That's what it's like. So yeah.
You know, like,
but
yeah.
But
You got it figured out, man.
25 is quite late to learn an instrument, but like your instrument was your voice prior to that.
Yeah.
So like and
you were already
maybe
performing.
physical
Yeah,
instrument
actually-
maybe late.
Yeah, but like
maybe
I've
late, but,
been
like,
I wrote a lot prior
Mm.
to that.
Yeah.
So like growing up, I always listen to music, and then I'll be listening to other people's song, and then I would like put it on repeat like 5-6 songs just to set the
Nice.
mood, and then I just write down stuff.
Okay.
You know? So like
Ah.
I call it just stuff that I wrote, you know, like just like stuff that I wrote. I didn't call it a poem or whatever. And I was studying, I was like even though I like to perform in school and everything, but I was acing in school, you know. I was a straight A student. So my mom was like, sekolah dulu, you nak buat apa-apa, tunggu you 18. You know, wait until you turn 18.
True, true,
And
true.
I had that drive for like, you know, I've been waiting to hit 18 until that time, and then I started to like you know, go crazy
Boom.
when I turned 18.
Yeah
Because
lah.
I moved to KL like 3 years prior turning to 18. So I'm like,
Ah.
what the fuck is this, you know? So I had fun until I turned and then I got into college in Terengganu actually, UiTM. And I
Oh.
was like, don't make me leave KL.
Do you
But
ever
you know-
KL in Terengganu?
Oh boy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, but I went there to study hospitality, and then I think it was on the second year, and then I transferred back to KL into Berjaya University Hospitality
Oh,
College.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Best downtown lah, ngam-ngam. Okay, yeah,
Times
best.
Square, yeah, that one so nice lah. That one because
Lovely.
That
Because
shoulder
it's
dance was
Terengganu
damn
for,
funny
like-
lah.
Yes, yes, dalam mall pula tu. Yeah.
yes, man. When we had a smoking room, a beanbag corner, so fucking cool. But no
Oh.
money.
A
Every
beanbag
day,
corner
mama,
is what,
nasi putih, rasam, ayam goreng one. That's all. Because you want to spend and buy cigarette and shit, right? Like lepak with
Betul.
friends, you know.
Okay.
Kena,
So,
kena
like-
leverage out
Back
sikit
then I
lah.
was nasi putih and ayam goreng. That was it. Like.
And
Yeah,
rasam,
rasam, man.
Rasam, way.
Weh,
Legit.
rasam baik doh.
Baik, good for you,
Kosong
man.
yang baik
Rasam
ah.
for life.
Exactly. Soul food, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
so
Yeah,
I
awesome.
think like when I was still in college, I had a lot of friends in music, but mostly electronic music like DJs. And
Oh,
plus, you know,
Mm.
I'm good with making friends, so that's how I got into clubs for free. So
There you
Ah,
go. Important skill. Yeah.
important
eh,
skill.
see, only women,
you know, like
only women can get away with this bullshit. Like, guys can't get into clubs for free at all. We just can't.
Can
Even
lah.
Can lah.
You have to find a
No.
way. You just
yeah lah.
People here see you, Mak Saleh, they won't lah. Hey, are you
Ah.
Yeah, exactly. I think
lot
that's
harder.
why.
Only if you work in the industry and you go to the guy, yeah.
No
I know him.
lah.
Yeah, yeah,
There are ways. There are ways to get into it. You know what we used to do? The friends
free.
who pay, friends who pay for their entrance, they will go in, they'll come out, give us a tag, or their friend who's leaving.
From another friend that's inside.
Yeah, correct.
Yes,
And then we
exactly.
take the same tag and then we go inside.
That's what I did
Exactly.
in all the festival, like Future Music Festival and shit, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
man, there you
Oh,
go.
there.
Classy.
Ah,
That's
that
what
one
we
different
did, man.
level. Eh.
Oh, stealing
Yeah.
money, stealing money from musicians, is it?
No,
No, I
from
don't
big
think so.
corporations.
No,
From big
Tickets all
That's
corporations.
not
now,
stealing.
you know?
Stealing money from musicians. It's
No.
disgraceful.
Nah.
That's sustainability. Now that's called
Yeah, that
sustainability, man.
Absolutely.
Cannot.
That one ticket
Shocking
goes a long
behavior.
way, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
Shocking
it-
behavior.
That were
Shocking
like
behavior
young
from
times, you
people
know,
in the
young
music
times.
scene.
Sewa.
Stealing money from
Yes,
musicians.
exactly,
No.
man. Besar pahala, man.
You gotta
Big
stick it
pahala.
to the man. You gotta stick it to the man.
Like
Yeah.
now, you know.
You
so,
are the man, Brendan. You're now the man.
No, I'm not the man.
You're organizing festivals. You're the man.
Oh,
No,
that is
if-
true.
Yeah, but if I'm organizing a huge festival, unless I'm a millionaire, I'm probably going to depend on sponsors.
That's
And-
true.
Are you gonna enjoy people sticking it to you?
I'll be like, I
No,
know where
because
they're
you-
coming from.
Exactly, you know the way. Yeah, you already know. Yeah.
I'll set aside a budget for people who are sticking it to the man.
Yes, yes.
What's this percentage? This 5% is for
just,
the people who are gonna
right,
stick
guys?
it to me.
I
Fucking
just
stick it to me.
at my own
That one
cost, I
media
put-
passes. Yeah.
But
media
Leah-
passes.
Yeah, passes.
Your
Leah-
media. Korang media semua media.
Leah, just settle this debate. How much of it was you actually getting a pass handed to you by your friend, or how much of it were you using your being a cute girl and getting and being a cute girl?
And I think like a few times. But like
Thank you.
but you
Thank
know
you for being
like,
honest. Thank you for being honest.
Hey, I've also gone into clubs from
You're
being
getting
a,
it for big.
from
being
being a
handsome
cute
guy, yeah.
from being a cute boy, you know.
but you know like when I was like
Unless
when
you're
I was,
going to
like,
specific
19
clubs in
or-
KL, then maybe.
you know when I was 19 and everything like you can get into clubs but you still have no money to drink, right? So you
Correct.
know
Of
you
course,
have to
every girl
Yeah.
can do that. Every
right?
girl
And
can
then
do
that
that.
guy, the guy that really are interested in you, they'll be like, yeah, you know, and I'll be like, but I'll be bringing a friend. Cannot forget your friend.
Good one.
Jangan lupa
Yeah.
kawan.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
that guy didn't know he was paying for two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't in movies. Apa?
Women are just pure evil. Pure evil. Like,
Rightly
Guy-
so.
guy-
And then,
Rightly so.
You know,
Guys are suckers.
Yeah.
if
Literally
anything happens,
That's it.
you know.
Guys are suckers. Guys are
Yeah.
suckers.
no, but girls are so good at it. Like I watched my female friends literally go to me, oh, I can't go out tonight. I've got no money. And then I would phone them the next day and I go, so, and they go, what were you at last night? Well, I go, well, I went out. And then they go to me, I go, you didn't go out? You
Got
didn't have money?
hammered.
She goes, no. I did go out. I go, I thought you had no money. I go, yeah, a guy phoned me and goes, do you want to come out? I go, I no money. And then he goes, oh, you should come out and party with us. And then 5 o'clock in the morning, they got home hammered. I go, how much?
Yeah,
is
you
it?"
know, that's what we do sometimes. You know,
No
but
money.
there are my guy friends now that goes like, yeah, don't lie. You just flip your hair and hey. I know what you were doing. I'm like, bitch. You know, so I think
Hey,
Uh,
I'm getting rusty, I think, so I need to up my game.
Yeah, well, like it is. To be fair, it is a young girl's game. Like you go, ha ha. like out there.
Yeah.
Once you get older, you can't go ha ha anymore. You can try, but like it doesn't really work as well as you did
Yeah.
when you were 19. Like,
There
but
are
yeah,
there are other ways when
that
you
is
get
true.
older.
I mean, I
lah.
still look
You can
and,
whip them
like,
though, you know.
like I can lie to them with about my look, but like when I start to speak, they know I'm like a bit older, you
you go
know,
ha
with the
ha
things that
ha.
I talk
It's not the same.
about.
Like,
They're like, yeah, ha ha.
yeah, it's not the same thing as ha ha. You can't go ha
man.
ha when you're 31. You go ha 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 ha. You're like, oh
No,
Jesus,
not
that's not the same
anymore.
thing. But anyway, we went. That's another
So
tangent where we
yeah,
just went off, and like this podcast is
yeah,
getting derailed by crazy.
went off.
Like, yeah, you're derailing this podcast by your fucking crazy. Like, for fuck's sake. There's no,
So
Not
yeah,
derail,
that's when
man.
I started to play guitar when I was 25.
Yeah, we are back on course. Yeah.
Yes.
At 25.
So,
So, like-
tell us about your album.
My album or Kesuma. It was fun. I think after releasing the album, I think okay, I have been like a perfectionist in denial all my life. You know, I always been macam tak kisah, lama-lama satu tahap yang macam nope, like nothing is ever enough for me in terms
Yeah.
of like how good I can be for the album. And then the album, like I'm super happy with it. It was fun. It was stressful. It was like
who did you record it with? And who were the
like
musicians who backed
such
you up?
a great moment and a great you know. I had two producers on my album. I had two
Okay.
co-producers, like one producer and one co-producer did like 10 tracks, and then another one team of producer
Okay.
and co-producer did another two
Okay,
tracks.
shout them
So,
out.
yeah.
Who were your producers?
Jank, he's a drummer, Jank Ali.
Yeah, I know Jenk.
So that's my producer.
Yeah, I know Jenk.
Yeah, Jang is my
Alright.
producer. Because
That's great.
I like the people that I look up to, like Erika Badu, Napalm, or like Ella Fitzgerald, or even Zana Abidin himself are always close to the percussionists and drummers. And I grew up with my mom showing me like, hey, that's Steve Thornton, that's Kelly, that's Hillary on on award shows growing
Yeah,
up.
cool.
So I instead of looking at the singer, I'll be looking at the musician,
And your
because it
music
was
is
like
your
way
music
more
is
cooler
quite
to know the people behind.
your music is
Sorry?
that kind of your music's got that kind of reggae percussion groove to it anyway. Like so,
Yeah.
it's very like
Yeah, man.
drum and bass kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would call it neo reggae, like that kind of like
Yeah,
groove,
neo reggae. Yeah.
neo
I call it
reggae.
Layan. New genre. Oh, we play Lions. Hey, let's push that, man. Let's like name a new genre, Lions. Wow, macam reggae,
And who
Lions.
was it? And Jenk was your one producer. Who was the other producer?
The other producer is Bijan. So he runs it goes
Bijan from
Atas
Bijan
by
FX.
Bijan FX.
Yeah, I know Bijan.
Yeah.
I know the guys. Like it's,
Yes, yeah. So-
they produced and did they mix everything like
Kemat co-produced and mixed my album.
okay.
He's the electronic guy in Venopian Solitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's also Leaism's sound engineer
Okay.
Cool.
as well. Yeah.
And
And then
who
another
was your-
guy is my
who was your-
bassist,
yeah,
Sufrin.
who was your musicians? Who's your musicians who played on it? Like, shout them
Sufrin
out as well.
plays, actually Jank plays like there are like electronic bass parts and stuff that Jank played, even a few of the guitar parts and the backup vocals.
Okay.
And then Harry played guitar, which is my guitarist, Zairul Azrin. So I also featured him in a song, which is only me and him on the guitar. And then I have Anet bass. I featured him on a song because I wanted him to record, but he didn't have the time, so I had to at least steal him for a song.
Okay.
And then I had Karim. I
Okay.
had I did an version that we record that produced Toulouse. So he hooked up with like Liana Fizi hooked us up, and then he hooked me up with a few like strings, like a trio string section to play to do the string ballad version of one of my songs on the album as
Okay,
well.
cool.
So
Guys,
yeah, it
guys,
was
we
a
got
lot of
We
collaborations
Nice,
though.
nice,
Yeah.
we
nice.
have less than a minute
the
of
minute,
this
yeah,
podcast, so like
we'll take
do
a
we just want to jump in for another session?
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. All right, one last quick session after this, okay?
Okay,
Let's
Uh,
go. We
All
have
right.
Oh.
the spirit version of Leah today. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
Look
man.
at that. I
I'm
like this.
one with the universe.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
back with
yes.
You can
we
see my
we are
jaw.
we are
How
back with
funny is
part
that?
3 of the waiting room podcast with the Leah podcast.
Yeah.
What looks like the Max Headroom version of Leah, I think.
yeah, speak. Nice space you guys got here for this week.
This is the
Yeah.
little auditorium we have built next to our waiting room.
I think it's
Uh,
quite.
Yeah.
I think it's quite apt that I'm not
I'm
in
in
any
space
auditorium
now.
with anybody. Like
you are actually. We just placed a red cloth behind your seat.
that's good to know.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we are back with wait, Fabian, you wanna take this? No, Fabian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just wondering because like a bunch of people are like they just on hold.
The
Yeah.
On
foreigner.
hold.
No, I think we're
Is
just
it?
not
Okay.
moving. I think it's just Leah.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, let's get back into the whole album. So you were saying the album was produced in 2019, but I remember it was a long process juga kan. Yeah, like I mean you were
Yeah,
already
we
performing
about
and you had the song.
2.5 years. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because
Wow, that's
I was using my income je waktu tu, and then like but I have awesome friends because I know Jank and half of the team involved when I was doing corporate
Kawan.
shows and
Kawan,
going to
kawan.
clubs and making guys feel suckers to so I can bribe them their money and stuff. So Jank was the one of the person that I kawan awal-awal masa pergi dulu. Somehow we met again doing music together.
Show
So,
me a
yeah,
guy. Show me a guy who can do
and
that.
then
I'm going into clubs and fucking make girls fucking like pay for my fucking recording sessions. Show me a guy who can do that, please.
no, I didn't do that, but we happened to be, bumping back into each other like
Oh,
5 years later.
yeah. Sorry.
And then he was
It's
like,
okay,
"Hey, let me
Leah.
produce your album." I'm like, "Yeah, man, produce my
That's okay.
album."
Leah, it's okay. There is a guy who can do that. He's sitting right above you. He's called Brendan the Cruz. Brendan the Cruz can fucking suck the fucking
Yeah.
suck
Sunway represent.
suck any kawan fucking jalan out of all of us and he's done it to every single one of us like for years.
Hey,
Brendan's the male master of doing that. Like he is the male master of doing
hey,
that.
what are you talking? Leah, jom buat satu single, jom.
Wow, wow.
Kumpulan Jom. Kumpulan Jom.
Kumpulan Joe.
Jom jom buat lagu.
Single terbaru Kumpulan Jom.
Be careful, Leah.
Jom.
Be careful, Leah. He'll do it to you next month. He'll do it to you next month. He'll be like, John,
Jom FM.
I've got a song.
Jom FM.
Jom FM.
Jom FM.
Jom.com, bro.
Jom.com.
Jom.com.
Jom.com. Jom Air. Yeah, everything Jom. Wow. Them positive, man. Jom. Wow.
Leah looks like she's in the
Goddamn
fucking.
positive. Jom.
Leah, you look like you're in the AHA fucking Take On Me video. So.
She's pure energy. She's just like amazing.
It on me. Oh, wow. Betul lah.
Yeah. Oh, best,
This
best,
has
best.
to be one of
So
our
yeah,
best.
back to the
one-
album.
Yeah, back to the album.
Best random.
So
Yeah,
where
back
was
to the
it,
album.
where was it
So-
recorded? Where was it recorded? Was it
In Jeng's studio on
Okay,
top
cool.
of Kamaseni. But I did like a few sessions, and one of the songs Shadow was recorded live with me and the musicians in Kamaseni itself. And then I recorded a few the song with Bijan in Atas itself,
Okay,
and
that's-
then
okay. Shout
there's
out
a
to
few
Bijan and Jenk
that
for
Sufrin
their good work.
recorded a few parts of for the musicians at his own place at Inshallah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Cool.
So,
That's good.
Yeah, I'm a big believer of collaborating and having a strong team and working with people.
Damn
I
right,
think
damn right.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Damn
Yeah.
right. It's a teamwork,
you
man.
know,
It
in a
is. It is. It
project.
is.
Yeah.
Collaboration is great.
Yeah.
That's the way to go,
So
man.
With
like,
it, with
true.
within, I think it's collaboration is great within reason. I think that's great
Yeah,
within reason.
yeah, totally. Especially it was my first album, and like
Yeah.
for Jank, it was his first time producing an album.
Oh,
So
Cool.
yeah.
It's
So
the
he only produces my
the song
album.
sounds
Ha ha
nice.
ha
Like,
ha ha.
yeah, the songs sound nice. So like he did a good job. So shout out to Jenk. He did a good job. Well
Ooh,
done, Jenk.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
good stuff,
drums
man.
was played by Ruby as well. Ruby played a few tracks as well.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I had macam
Yeah.
Kina played a track also. Rudy Nastia played for a track. Macam tu lah. You know.
It's like an
Yeah.
all-star. It's like an all-star album lah.
It's a community, family.
Community,
But like
yeah.
it was fun. Yeah. It was It's a
That's the
family.
most important
So
lah
you know
also.
Yeah, man.
it's fun. I always like to make memories. We have known each other for more than 5 years. And I was late going out and exploring like what I wanted to do after graduating, because everybody was like, "Wait, best gila intern," and I was acing my intern, but I didn't have the same feeling. So I started to like, "Ma, I'm gonna take a year break," and then it happened to be 3 years on the street until my mom kind of get mad, and then I was like, "I'm just gonna do it because I think this is it," you know. Because that was the only thing that I woke up the next day and still wanted to do. So like, I had the urge of I wanted to make memories with these people because they have all the memories in the world together, and it sounded so fun. So I wanted to make my own. So yeah,
Yes.
so I used my album to
That's good.
get to know and create memories
good.
with like a lot more people. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
do you
man.
do you have
Mm.
plans for next album anytime in the near future?
EP, I think right now I'm in the phase of understanding how to work and on my own. I mean, I've been depending on my band and my team for so long, and even masa the first album pun, I got the Cendana grant for like 20,000, so it really helped made my album great. So it sounded, and I was able to bring that kind of army into my album because of I had that kind of money to do so.
Hold on,
And I was like, you know what, just
you got
you know?
20 grand Chandana grant.
yeah,
your album?
20 ringgit, 20,000, yeah.
Brendan, what the fuck's
20.
going on? Like, Asmo, what's going on? Like, why are our boys getting fucking 20 grand fucking
Oh,
Chandana
Because you
grant?
don't apply lah. You
Because you
think
never
money
apply.
come to you ah?
Hey,
Faham
excuse
ke?
me,
People got proposal
right?
lah. You think
excuse
what?
me,
Free money?
Banda
Yeah,
Sunway,
yeah.
Banda Sunway, just approve please.
Dah, betul
For your
lah.
album, Ben.
Not for my
Banda Sunway
album lah.
approve
I am
fine.
thinking bigger scale a bit lah, bro. I'll be in touch with you, Leah and Fabian,
Yeah.
Asmil. All.
Very good.
Got big plans. Got big plans.
All right, yeah. Big plans
Yeah.
for Asmil and Leia and Fabian. No big plans for the guys fucking mixing by the
Big
Because
balls.
they are performing like clown. I tell you, this old man. I tell you, put you some.
Well, I
Start
would-
singing
I-
lah.
I- I-
Start
I would
singing
like-
lah. Yeah,
I would
do
like
stand
I
up
would
or
like some of
something.
the I would like some of the 20 grand that she got for mixing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
because I was the
proposal.
first batch, so the caps was a bit higher, and
Mm,
like there were
yeah.
only 2 people or 3 people from music scene that got it, and my proposal was like, okay, I have been working on corporate shows and on weddings, so I have known like most of the musicians, like
Mm.
before watching them on stage or after watching them on stage, I got to work with AG, and I was like, oh, okay, but I've known him in a different way. So macam apa ni, bila like when I send my proposal, people like smack semua, macam siapa dia ni, but like all dia punya reference semua kawan-kawan kita, so they started calling each of them, and then I think my friends were they really believe in what I wanted to do and pull off, so wanted to be a part of it. So I think that's really how I got it.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
then
I remember.
worked with,
Well,
and then I work in the corporate,
That's
in the
great.
corporate
Like,
punya scene pun, I met a lot of people that end up working
Yes.
and in Cendana. So macam they know my credibility in terms of my shows and how I deliver my performance. So I think
Yeah, you got
I didn't
reputation.
even
That's
know-
important. You got reputation. Yeah, it's important.
I didn't even know that Chandana would give that sort of grants for like they record now, because 20 grants like back home's like 4K. They record an album like for like an unsigned band. Like that's fucking.
No, the grants go up to the grants even so something's go up to 30. This is recent, dude. This never happened in Malaysia
Yeah.
before.
Really?
You know, give us a chance.
Yeah. This is like
Yeah.
the first time
Come on,
ever, and
man.
I was super shocked when I got it.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that's amazing. Like,
and then
it's-
because I
but
think
it's
Yeah.
great because it supports the artist, which is great.
That's right.
It
That's
means
yeah,
right.
it means you can
totally.
go to.
And it
means
was my
you-
first album, so
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like
It means you can go to a
everybody
decent
was like, "Who
studio,
the
you can
hell
pay
is
the
this
musicians,
girl?" You know?
Yeah. No, but it's great. Well done getting it. Absolutely fantastic. Well done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and
I'm
also
not
because
I'm not criticizing you getting it. I think it's
think
great you got it.
Yeah. No, in fact, I
Thank
still
you.
remember
I think
when,
it really
when
helped me. Meaning macam the audience
The audience?
when
putus.
like stuck.
No, you're
Okay
not
dah,
stuck.
You're
You're,
stuck, are we?
you're not stuck.
No,
Kembali
you're
dah.
okay. You're stuck.
Yeah.
It's like Max
I think
Headroom.
I still remember when
That's pure Max Headroom, so that's like it's crazy.
lepas tu stop.
I was like, why is she repeating when so many times?
She literally went in the Max Headroom period, stuck.
Max Headroom.
Man.
Only me and Asma will know what Max Headroom is.
Exactly. And folks, if you get it, write in the comments. Yeah.
Comment about Max Headroom.
Yeah. But I also got to work with like local fine artists that worked on my album. So I worked with like a local photographer
Excellent.
where
Yeah.
she snapped my photos, but we only did in my house. And then another guy, a friend that's a fine artist. So we printed it on like a big frame and then a canvas, and then he painted on it, and then we scanned that to turn it into the album postcard and the album cover.
But
So I
the
think
best thing
that's
about
also the
best thing about
element that I was
the be-
selling, you know.
Sorry, the best thing about that is the fact you had that money is that everybody got paid and paid well. Like, which
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't walk away going like, oh God, like I wish I could. That's such and like the more of that from Chindana to more artists, it's going to be great. Like because it means the quality is going to be high because the artist can afford it. The artist can afford to go to decent places, but it means also that everybody involved gets paid, which is
Yeah, I think it really helped like boost
of course.
me in terms of the scene, because like I was already hitting 30s. I was like 28, I think, by that time, and I was like, whatever happens, I wanted to release an album before
Yeah.
30. So I released it
Yep.
in 2019, which is when I was 29. So like when I released it, everybody like 100 people showed up, and half of them were like my musicians friends that came after their gig, or just
Where was
singgah
your
sekejap.
Where was your album launch, by the way?
Nice.
At Atas
Oh, Atas.
Nice.
Okay,
in
cool.
March 2019.
So
yeah.
once again, shout out to
So
Bijan
like
at Atas.
like
Yeah.
yeah. Woo. So yeah, so like after that, like just because the album looks good in the stores as well, even though I haven't like been promoting it the whole MCO, I still like dekat Tandang dah sold out, and then dekat
Yeah.
Teenage Records baru letak balik, and I send it off to Penang. So like even though my list on Spotify is not that much, but my physical are selling. So
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
way
great.
more
That's
happier
great.
in that sense.
That's
Yeah.
great to
Yep.
hear. And well
Yeah,
done.
and-
Like well done for that. Like
Yeah, congratulations. Great stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but it was great because see when Leah, I think Leah is part of like the first the pioneers when it comes to this when Chindana started giving
Yeah.
out this grants, and it was great because I remember seeing like newspaper reports coming out and Leah was on it, and that's how I knew Leah was part of that Chindana grant thing. And then I think the album was also great because Leah, after that you got on to like you're with Wens also,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I went to Vans, and then like
Yeah.
the judges said to me like, "Hey, shouldn't be in Vans. It's too good. It's so hard for us to mark you." And I'm like, "Hey, you know why I'm here? Like, you guys won't come to my gig if I'm not here."
That's right.
Because like like who want to go to like some girl, like she's not like she doesn't sound like anything right now, So I
Mm.
had to like also use that Vans, and then I get to work with Vans until today, so that's fine. So I had I got to work with the Jameson liquor, because they really wanted me to perform. But because I'm a Malay female artist, we had to use like just the logo of my name
Yeah, how did
instead
that
of,
work?
yeah,
Oh.
Can we
yeah,
discuss? Can we discuss? Just let's discuss it. Let's be open about it. Let's
yeah,
not try to hide. Let's not do
yeah,
the
yeah,
usual.
yeah,
Let's not do the usual Malaysian thing and hide about how did Jameson, which is an alcohol company,
yeah.
Irish by the way, uh,
Woo!
come to you, a Malaysian Muslim woman, and
Yeah.
try to discuss how they can do a co-promotion when it's essentially haram for
No,
you
to be
guys.
honest, actually, it should be the other way
Yeah.
around. Why is that happening, man? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
no,
man.
no,
Yeah,
we
that's the
know
thing.
why the stupid we
Eh,
understand what like, but how did you get around it, or did you do the
because you're
promotion? Or?
the name not so
Yeah,
clear,
we
is
kind
it?
of
Like,
work around it, like
smart,
by
smart.
putting like just the logo, you know.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
so
Mm.
Yeah.
it was
So macam
like
because they watch me at a few shows and
I don't want to get anybody in trouble here, but like at some
yeah,
stage
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
have
totally,
to.
totally.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah.
way things are going to change is by opening things up more and more and more and more.
Yeah, macam cigarette
Alright.
pun dah tak boleh,
Yeah.
and I grew up
Yeah.
going to festival and gigs that were sponsored by cigarette dengan expense
Yes,
apa
Exactly.
yes.
semua
Yeah,
kan.
exactly.
So that really helped the industry as well. But then
Yeah.
macam at the end of the day,
Indonesia is all
the lineup
rokok. Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Indonesia is
yeah.
all rokok
Udah
companies.
garam kan. Kan
That's right.
88 kan, 88 rising relax ya.
Jarum.
Jarum
Yes.
jarum ya,
Yeah.
jarum. So yeah,
Jarum
so
is
macam I think I really wanted to perform because the lineup was awesome and it was an opportunity for me to perform at the B, and it would look good in my repertoire if I want to go and play outside of Malaysia, in
Yeah.
festivals,
Yep. Yep.
because
Yep. Yep.
you know so like I took the time to macam, what, just why not,
Yep.
and
Yeah,
see
Exactly.
man.
how that
Exactly.
we
Why
can
not? Why not?
Yeah.
maybe try to do it one night. But they wanted to invite me for the bigger festival, the bigger event, but I didn't want to jeopardize their brand as well, so we had to not like attend that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like it was the
Yeah.
same. And Maha Jeffrey had the same issues. Where the names had
But
to be
he
changed.
played one show, right? But after that, they wouldn't anymore,
Yeah,
is
they
it?
wouldn't have him like the name had to be changed.
Oh,
Mm.
is that why you went
That's
to
why he went to
TMJB?
TMJB. Yeah.
Yeah lah, TMJB lah, because it's not obvious
Yeah.
lah. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
if you're in a band, you boleh nyuruh like. So, but it's brilliant lah because even the name Leaism source is a damn nice name,
Yeah.
and plus it's also
Correct.
Yeah, it's
it's
funny.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
kind of like
it's
neutral,
hard to
huh?
tell. Like
Yeah.
it's obviously it doesn't sound obviously me
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or
Good,
form.
it's good.
Like, so it's
Yeah, yeah.
Like, is it a band? Is it
Tu lah. And then you can.
Okay, now she's stuck.
Now makes it good.
I thought Azmail also stuck for a while.
I was waiting for it. Oh, I was stuck.
No, I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck. I'm stuck again. I'm stuck. Okay, not anymore. I'm not
You're
stuck.
Max.
That's a song already, man. That's a
But,
song.
yeah.
Hey, I'm stuck.
Brendan, can you bring her back to normal for just
Okay,
the last
so
thing?
yeah,
She's-
macam so
Alright,
the
Leah can-
album. Yeah.
So Leah
So,
can
like-
tell us what she's got coming up like in her future.
I would.
albums, like,
I'm getting
please.
into my EP. I hope to release
Yeah,
a song at least this year.
Leah, just give us a second and let Brendan fucking get your normal face back in so we can
Oh, yeah,
talk
normal
about. There we go. There we go. There.
Oh, we
There
are
we go,
back.
there we
Oh, all right. We are back to reality, out of the matrix.
Yeah. So
back
Leah,
to normal.
usually the last 5 minutes of the podcast, we always give the guest what you've got coming up. So you've got an EP coming up. The last 5 minutes over to you. Just tell us.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Okay.
What's your plans
So,
with the
yeah,
EP? What's
I
got coming
hope
up?
it's going to be totally different because now I'm learning how to trust working on my own, because I'm learning producing and playing and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's a bit late. I'm 31 in terms of trying to
Never
learn
too late,
because-
man.
Never too late, true, but like it's also a bit like fucking lazy because you're older now. So you have a lot of fucking excuse, I wish I was
That's true,
younger
sir.
when I was like just focusing on one thing. Now I have like
That-
a million stuff in my mind,
it's, it's
responsibility and stuff. So
True, true.
so I
Always,
had
but it
to
always comes that way. Yeah.
true. But that was what I wish for, so I get it, I guess. So
That's
macam
nice.
I'm trying to really be confident in what I do, because sometimes like before the album I had everybody's opinion. I could ask everyone, and now it's more like, what do I like? What do I feel? What do I
exactly.
want to give out? What do I want to share? So I hope
Good.
this EP will maybe show a bit of a private or intimate side of me as Leaism, instead of that angry bitch in the last album, which is still angry, by the way.
Yeah.
But because MCO, so I don't have much energy anymore. So I'll be like maybe like a wailing angry ghost or something. So that's
A
the
wailing
concept
angry
ish.
ghost.
Yeah.
Ah man,
Damn
the
right.
things
Damn
you
Yeah.
have
right.
So
said
I
today.
also
In
Damn
Ireland,
right.
in Ireland we call that a banshee.
a
Banshee.
banshee, yeah.
It's
Here
known as a
kita panggil
Banshee.
Kak
banshee.
Pon, macam tu.
Kak
Yeah.
Atau
Pon.
Kak Lang, macam tu kan. But anyway,
That's true.
I'm yeah, so I'm like, because I'm not great with instrument, but I'm good with melodies and my vocals, so I'm exploring things that macam different techniques that how I sing, how I handle my vocals, and how I play with all the simpler stuff, and not being insecure about being simple, so so I think
Fantastic.
it's stripping down everything is a bit tough, because I'm a social person, but I'm also quite private in how I live my life, and also it's another side of me, and it's another side of Leaism. I mean, we
Nice.
had a
Fantastic.
party, we had a celebration. Now it's time to like just chill and settle down and let me take you somewhere you never thought you want to go.
Oh, whoa,
Shit.
whoa.
Love
Oh,
that.
Wah, wah.
Where do I buy the tickets? I wanna join this trip,
Ah,
man.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sold. I'm sold. Can't wait for that, man.
Buy the ticket,
Awesome.
take the fucking ride.
It's like Bono
Awesome.
taking you on that trip, and across the universe, you just go
yeah.
inside that bus.
I'm sold.
Okay.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay, Leah. Thank you so much. This has been one of the
Thank you.
funniest.
I
That's
had a
really
lot
been one of
Fantastic.
the
cheek exercise
yeah.
today. I'm laughing my ass
weirdest,
off.
funniest
This is
podcasts
the
we've ever had.
first
Like that's
podcast
fucking
where we change venue,
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
at least
yeah,
three
yeah.
times.
About
At least
time,
three
yeah.
times.
About time.
But it's also been a really fun one where we laughed a lot. Like it's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
Like fucking.
God.
So,
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Any last
definitely
question,
worth-
Fabian?
Any last question?
Straight away. See, she understands. We need. We
Yes.
need. It,
I'm
we,
going to
I think
send
we-
you the application form, the contract for joining the waiting room. Please.
Hey, I think we need to. I think we need to get her in as the. I think we need to get
Yeah,
her in
man.
as a FIP member because she understands instantly straight away the fucking.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
like,
man.
like Lou, Fabian is drafting his question.
Ah, hantar PDF dulu.
Yeah.
You forward you the PDF first.
Oh my god! I have to
When
practice
when
this.
la when la when la.
So, Leah, what are you?
Who invented string theory? What?
Oh wow! Let me Google that.
Okay.
No. Google won't help that at all.
Google won't
but
help, trust me.
Leah, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure with this podcast.
Yeah, lah, Leah. Thanks, lah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
And
you
I
very
hope
much.
By the way, I hope at least one of us have major zombie apocalypse.
Hey, yeah. Come on. Zombie gang. Jom bang.
Zombie gang job.
Zombie Jom. Zombie Jom.
All right.
ZJ, Zombie
I'm
Jom.
going to stop
Asmal wasn't there for the
recording.
zombie gang, so he's not in at all.
Asmil, he immediately looks like the zombie right now, Asmil. Come on.
Asmal is the zombie,
Zombie
so
Jom.
he needs to be shot straight away.
Asmil
Hey,
will
but
be.
guys,
Zombie job.
Asmil's hair grew damn fast, way. Trying to think about it.
Ya ke? Oi.
Oh,
See,
I
I'm
don't
checking
think
out
he
the.
can-
Satu.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah. I don't think
Betul juga,
Asmal can be trusted. His hair's growing way too quickly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't you think so? Like, just like maybe
What tonic are you using? What tonic?
seven
Yeah,
episodes
tak ada.
ago, and yeah.
I just don't wash it for a couple of days. I think that's why it goes wrong.
Banyak
I'm
berembun
organic,
ni,
man.
bagus ni.
Betul. Must let it grow. Cannot keep on
Right,
watching.
right, right. I think we are out.
All right.
Podcast.
Otherwise, we have to go
Alright.
for session number 4 ni. Tak
I
ada.
know. I think
Okay.
we're. I think
Okay.
we're right.
All
Oh,
right.
man.
It's gonna stop
Thanks
recording
so much,
in
Lalia.
3, 2, boom.